the initial entrance note as you come towards this video. As you can see, we have travelled to San Gimano, just outside of Firenze, and basically what we're trying to do is we actually managed to find a assassin's tomb in San Gimano, which is why I actually saved the game at that point, and that's why we're doing a video today. So, as you guys can see, we are now loading in. We are in San Gimano, as I said, and we are in the Torre Grosso. So we actually have to make our way up there. Now, if we just have a quick look around, obviously we have a ladder here. The ladder, I'm assuming, will only take us so far. And as you can see, that's where we came in, and we've dropped down onto here. So what we're going to need to do is if you actually look at it, if I just move the mini-map out of the way, you can't actually see the handle. So it's as if it's absorbed in to the wall, and it's basically a shutter that comes down and closes it up. Now, as you can see, we do need to go across the top. There are guards in here, so obviously we do have a few points of interest in regards to where we can actually obtain some money. It won't be a lot, but hopefully it'll be enough. As you can see, I currently have 6,049 florins. That's what the little F to the bottom left hand side stands for. If we just grab him.
Hey, he was just there. I know him.
And I know you're too, and you is dead.
Hey, cittadino.
That's two down, there is one more. And he is somewhere around here.
Another one on our sheet.
Witnesses, come forward.
Aspetta un momento.
You can't actually see him, but he is just there. So that's all three of them taken out. So we're just going to loot him. Again, as you guys would have seen from when I looted some of the previous bodies, we'd get additional knives and sometimes additional items once we've obviously upgraded the weapons. So, as you can see, I've used 3 knives, I've got 2 of them back. With regards to florins, sometimes we don't get a lot, it's just one of those things. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump up here. Ezio, that was not good. Right, we'll try this another way. Okay, and I can't even get up on top of that. Right. I know there is yada 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 a way around here. It's just finding it. Right. I now know which way we need to go. I always prefer to try and take the guys out, or the guards, I should say, the guards out. And that was a really awkward jump. As I said, I really prefer trying to take the guards out before we actually try and do anything, because it just makes things easier. You don't particularly want to be jumping about when they're going to be throwing sticks and stones and knives and who knows what else at you. So, as you can see, we've now managed to get up here. We're just working our way around, and as you can see, we are now just getting up here. I do apologise for that, I do have some noisy neighbours. So, obtain all 3 of our throwing knives back. So we're literally going to sit on top of the chandelier, jump across to here. A lot of people just tend to jump straight across, but I always go across there because it just makes things so much easier and quicker. Now, as you can see, we've got this kind of library type area inside San Gimano. And as you can see, we need to make our way up. And up. And up. Now, hopefully you would have seen about 5 guards. I'm just literally going to re-equip my throwing knives and literally try and take these guys out as quickly as possible. Now that is a brutes, for lack of a better
What's going
term.
on in this damn distretto? Who saw the killer?
Just kind of hoping they decide to walk away.
Anyone see what happened?
He did.
Nice try.
They've
So,
got,
how would you like to go?
Ow.
Throw? Axe?
how about you impaled on a hidden blade? No, as you saw, that's 4 throwing knives. I thought I only got to use 3. I could have missed on one. So, I do apologise for the noise, guys. We'll just shut that window up. Right, as I was saying, you can see we've managed to get. We're up to 15. As you can see, we've managed to get all the guys in this lower level. And what we now need to do is start trying to make our way up. And as you can see, there is areas across here that we can obviously use. So what we're going to need to do is just climb up on top of this unit, jump across, 1, 2, 3, and that will bring us to the end of here. Now this will allow us to grab hold of one of these and then make our way up and across, just like so.
Aspetta. Aspetta.
I was kind of hoping you didn't do that, but I ain't going down to get hold of him. Just give me 1 second, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm right back with you guys. I do apologise for that. Right, as we said, that little guy just fell down there. So this is the next step. And as you guys would have seen, we need to go up, up, up and up. So we're up on the second part. So what we're going to need to do is make our way up there. Now to do so, just trying to find the easiest way, try and grab hold of one of those pictures and make our way up. It's just whether we can actually make that jump. There we go. See, now he actually saw us at that point, but although he's shouting, he can't actually see us at this moment in time.
Hey, do I know you?
No, you don't know me, go away.
Hey, hold on. I have a question for you. Stop a moment.
Anybody that says I've got a question for you, I always answer with 42.
Aspettate. Just a moment of your time. Hey, hold on. I have a question for you.
Quiet,
Stop
go
a
away.
moment. Have we met before, amico? Hey,
I am
do
not your
know you?
amigo.
Aspettate. Just a moment of your time. Have we met before, amico?
There is no
Stop
one
a
there.
moment. Hey, hold on. I have a question for you. You, stop a moment.
I did just try and waste a little bit of time just for
Have we met before, amico?
him to obviously move on.
Aspettate. Just a moment of your... Hey, do I know you?
As you can see, he's not grabbing hold of anything this side, so it's more than likely we're going to actually need to go up,
Just a moment
come
of
across
your
onto the
time.
wire to jump
Hey,
across.
do I know you? Hey,
So
hold
what we're
on.
actually
I
going
have
to
a question
do
for you. Have
is
we
just
met
jump
before,
back onto
amico?
here. No, Ezio, don't jump down.
Just
Good
a
boy.
moment of your time. Hey,
Right.
do I know you? You, stop a moment. Hey, hold on.
What we're going to do is shoot across onto this one. Wow, I did not anticipate on catching hold of that, but I'm kind of glad that he did, because that is a long way to fall. Right. So we're now on here, and obviously, as you can see, he has now moved over. So what we're going to need to do is make it onto that rope, and try and make it from the rope to the ledge without being seen. This isn't that easy, considering he doesn't go all the way to the right hand side, and when he walks back, he walks right on the edge of the ledge. So we now need to, just like that. Ezio, drop down. So we get Ezio spidered on the ledge for a second. Just wait for this guy to go past. Up. And I forgot I hadn't accessed the hidden blade, which does mean I just did waste 4 throwing knives. Doesn't really matter at this point because we are virtually at the top, and as you can see we are getting them back. And as you can see, we now have a climb and a half. What we're actually doing is climbing directly up the inside of San Gimano tower. There are going to be some guards up here, so I'm going to need my knives. However, considering the amount of knives I have to the amount of guards that are going to be in here, I can waste a few. Hopefully not many, but a few. Okay, now I complete... Oh. I was going to say now I completely forgot what to do. But I know I can't jump up because I'm there, so I'm going to have to jump that way and he's going to have to hang on.
What are you there? On there! Which way did he go? There! On him!
Ouch, ouch, and ouch. Ha! Got him that time. See, the stealth thing isn't really a part of the game in Assassin's Creed. Well, it is part of the game in Assassin's Creed 2, but it's not like a major part of the game, not like it is in Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, or some of the later games, where you actually get like brownie points for the using of stealth. But I like to try and use the stealth as much as possible.
I will care. You will not get.
Now, as you saw, he actually has 2 hidden blades, one on either arm. In, I think it's Brotherhood, we actually lose one of the hidden blades, which is a real pain in the neck, for lack of a better term. Just trying to remember which way I need to go now. It is that way. I keep forgetting. I did do them. Right, let's just... I was actually going to see if I could land on the lamp, but obviously that didn't want to work, so... let's go back one. Go over a wee touch. And there we go. So that's that part completed. So what we now need to do, if you hadn't guessed, as you can see, there is a bar there. Now the reason I moved over so you guys can actually see it, but normally when you get into this position and the camera doesn't really move, like it's not moving much at this moment, it will always mean a back eject. And as you can see, there isn't much room for movement now, which means we actually need to jump, not onto that. So what we're going to do is just shoot back over, climb back up, come on Ezio, and a back eject onto there. The problem is, it's just trying to get the right angle. And most of the time, as you try and do, is move across. Actually, across as far as we can. Well, no, Ezio. So we've actually managed to get onto one of the higher points. And here is the tomb. And as you can see, there's a box here. There's a box in that corner, obviously the tomb as well. There's a box. I think there's a box in every corner. So what we're going to do is, oops, just going to raid these boxes, because this should, theoretically, depending on how much is in there, give us roughly 100 to 250, perhaps 300 florins per each box. And as we can see, there are only 3 boxes in here. So we should get another 250 out of that one, yes. And that is a total of 750 florins that's been added to our purse. Obviously we now have the tomb. As you can see, the tomb stands with not just the tomb itself, but also the statue. So it tells you roughly which one the seal is for. As you can see, he has unlocked the options of opening the assassin's seals, and as you can see, that has an assassin's spear. Now the tomb itself has been open, and we've got the seal, which was obviously sealed inside the tomb. As you can see, the roof is now opened, and as one of you guys would have seen, I have climbed to the top of this before, the Toro Grosso. And as you can see, we've also a trophy. I can see your house from here. Although some of the trophies are quite aptly named, as you can see, the game also provides little hints and tips like all the rest of them do. Although some of the trophies are aptly named, some of them are enough to make you wonder what the guys were smoking when they obviously did this. But it's all part of the game, and it is to make you guys have a bit of a laugh and have a bit more fun. Now, as you can see, this is the actual building itself that we've scaled on the inside, and we are now here at the top. Now, if I remember rightly, I may have had it. I think I have. There was a feather on top of here, but I think I've already had it. Just here we do have not a viewpoint, but a leap of faith point. And as you can see, there are several towers. That particular tower, as you can see, has a guard on top. Now, as you can also see in the distance, there is also a viewpoint, which is actually on, I think, the building that you can see directly in front of me. So we will be making our way there. As you can see, we will need to take a trip to Monteriggioni, because I have also done some upgrading of Monteriggioni that I want to run you guys through, and this will show why I've actually just earned, Ezio, get out the haystack, why I've just earned 1100 florins. So there is another feather.
Hey, you make it look easy.
Hey, you make it look easy too. So we're just going to quickly scoot along here. We will need to drop down and obviously get hold of that. That was what I was after. Now, as you can see, he won't actually go around, and I can't actually go up from this point, which is kind of a downer. But the reason for that is because with all of these, and you will also find this in Brotherhood, there will be a certain way up a certain building. Now, as you can see, we've gone so far. Now we're going to go around to the left. This little lip here allows us to go further. I was going to say I need to go around further because I cannot hear the feather, which is literally just there. So as you can see, on this particular occasion, we can actually climb down and still get the feather, as well as head back up. And as you can see, it does give a little hint on where we need to take the feathers. The feathers, as I covered in one of the previous videos, are actually obtained by Ezio for Petruccio, his younger brother. Because, as you would have seen from the first episode, Federico, the eldest brother, Petruccio, the youngest brother, and Giovanni were all killed by Alberto Alberti. Now, while we obviously do the viewpoint, you guys can see San Gimano and how this looked during the Italian Renaissance. As you guys would have seen in the last video I did, we actually did the opening scene through to a prequel point of Assassin's Creed 2, and it's the introduction of Giovanni as an assassin, and it actually brings into the light how the hidden blade actually got broken, and how and why Giovanni, Federico and Petruccio were killed. Now, as you can see, we do have a few viewpoints that we need to collect. There's one there, second one's there, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. These are all outside the city limits. Now, as you can see from the city limits and from how Florence looked and Tuscany, you can see I've got rid of most of the chests. Actually, looking at it, I don't think there is a single chest left on there. No, I think I've got all the chests. There is this that I need to get hold of, which is a codex page. As I explained to you guys in the first couple of videos, the codex pages provide not just information and a map as seen in the wall of Monteriggioni, which we will show you guys in a little while. It also provides additional weapons and instructions on assassination to Ezio. So what we're going to do, highlight this, we are going to shoot off and grab this, and as you can see it is that way, so we are just going to do the leap of faith. As you guys can see, my funds, my florins, my money, depending on how you want to term it, has come up. So what we can do is just move over to the Favreau, which, if you hadn't gathered already, is the blacksmith. We can get the Helmschmied or Hemschmied greaves, which go around the shins, the Spalders, which go around the shoulders. We don't have the vambraces yet, which go on the forearms, as you can see highlighted, or actually the chest guard, but these will obviously come up at certain points. So we could get this now, as you can see, but it is going to cost 5,200 florins, and that's going to cost 6,200. Although I don't mind actually getting the weapons while I'm out and about, or filling up my knife pouch.
Ciao, signore. E mention to your amici.
With regards to the actual other do that in Monteriggioni, as you guys would have seen from the previous videos, and if you haven't watched them, we will show you a little bit later. The upgrading in Monteriggioni I've done. I'm actually chasing that red circle that's going around the buildings, which is actually a thief.
Makes me get violent.
As you can see, I've got now 17,862 florins in the village chest, and I've just managed to obtain another 500 florins from that particular thief. The guy we are actually looking for is one of the Templar Knights money couriers, because these guys actually carry around 1,500 florins. So if you can hit 3 or 4 of them when you're in desperate need of money, it's extremely handy. As you saw, some of the icons from the map have disappeared. There are a couple of different ones. One is obviously a poster. We haven't been to a tailor, so there are obviously going to be some chests that I haven't managed to actually find. So we're just going to plunder that chest. We are just going to quieten him.
My, what brave, strong men! Che fifa! You would think Hannibal had
Be
it.
quiet.
Wild. God damn your soul. I vote to hire whoever gets
Shadows are his element. He's only the best of raiment here, friend.
Now this is a Sator. This is basically a clothing merchant, if you haven't seen them already. Allows us to obtain pouches, and it also allows us to dye our clothes different colours. Now I always go for the crimson.
I'm open most days. Should you change your
It's
mind?
just my personal opinion and decision that I think that looks better than anything. With regards to obviously the pouches, as and when you need them, and what is optional, what is open to you, I should say, not optional. Depends on what you can get and when you can get it and how much it is. Now, with regards to this, as you can see, we have the medium and large pouch. Each is 3,000 and that one's 6,000.
Oh well, next time. Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao. That is basically
There is nothing here for you.
an option. You can either do it. Which one's going to attack? Him. You can either do it while you're out and about, or
You'll have to take risks. Like that.
as I was saying before these guys tried to two-time me, you can either do it while you are out and about in different areas, or what you can do is actually wait until you get back to Montereggiani. By waiting until you get back to Montereggiani, what that actually means is you can actually save florins on it. As you can see, you need to get these guys down quite a bit because they've got 6 blocks of health. Once you get them down to 3, you can normally counter them just like that. But one thing we do need to find, apart from obviously the mission itself that's in San Gimano, or outside of San Gimano, is what we call a art merchant. The reason we need to actually find the art merchants is so we can actually try and get hold of a treasure map. Now, with regards to the treasure maps, they actually provide us with information as to where the chests are. Now, I'm just having a quick look around. There doesn't appear to be an art merchant here. Let's just have a little zoom in, and there's an art merchant just there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to head towards this art merchant now. Try and find this art merchant, I should say. Once we've obviously got to the art merchant, what we can do is purchase a treasure map. Here he is. Right, it's paintings. As you can see, even the paintings are expensive here. But you will have San Gimano and Tuscany maps. What this will do is this will give you information in regards to where you will find things like chests. So, as you'll see on the icon, there are now a lot more chests, and there are quite a few outside the actual city limits, and there are quite a lot inside the city limits. Now, this is perhaps one of the most time-consuming and easiest ways of obtaining funds. One of the other things you can do is do to a certain point of the missions and store the money up, and obviously do a splurge on the Montereggiani. I've killed him. Give me the 1500 florins. See, sometimes you actually need to pick them up and throw them for them to actually show. I'm kind of hoping that it has actually given it to me. Now,
The amount of merda in Firenze, do you think we...
now I am unarmed, so as you can see, I've actually taken him unarmed. I've actually nicked his weapon, I think. Now this is one of the downsides, you can't actually see what's going on, but once you hear certain noises, you know that you're actually making way. Now, as you guys would have noticed, one of my blocks of health did slightly change, and that is because I actually did take a hit. Now, as you'll also notice, as I keep saying,
Protect us. Why are the guard not doing anything?
They were the guards.
You don't want to annoy me. Leave.
Really? Huh.
Agreed.
That young man killed my Teofilo.
You're welcome. Right. Now, that guy you heard shouting, where is he? He is just here.
Trust your watchmen. Take no chances. He must.
Now, if you go up to these guys and press triangle, he'll actually bribe them. So as you can see, I've gone down 500 florins. My notoriety's gone down, but I am just going to just make my way out of the area. And we're just going to grab that poster, and as you can see, that's dropped us down a little bit further.
Mio Dio! Run! Run! Run!
Gotcha. So this should take us just over 10,000. There we go. Now what I am going to do is I am just going to dive out here, because this guy is known as a Ezio, which is basically a fast travel system. So for 4 florins he'll take me directly outside Monteregioni. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot straight to Monteregioni, and we'll show you guys what we've actually done with Monteregioni. So as you can see, it doesn't take that long, and it's actually placed us directly outside Monteregioni. Now, as I was saying, we're just going to shoot directly in. Obviously things in Monteregioni don't cost as much because of the options we have of upgrading things. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to shoot directly up here, and this will actually take us into Uncle Mario's villa. And as you can see, there is our architect, there is Claudia, and here is our money. So we press the circle button, we've just collected 17,862, and as you can see, that gives us 28,000 florins. We did initially start on upgrading everything. As you can see, each red dot on the screen indicates what is actually being done. So with regards to the art merchant, he is upgraded to level 2, so is the bank. The blacksmith is at level 1, the tailor is at level 3, and the doctor is at level 2. Because I've now got all shops open, I've gained a 5,000 coin bonus. Once all shops are level 3, I'll gain another bonus. With regards to the renovations, I've renovated the brothel, mines, church, military barracks, thieves guild and well. Received the individual bonuses for those, as well as a bonus of 10,000 because all renovations have been completed in regards to these. With regards to the codex pages, there are 30 in total to collect, and as you can see, we have obtained 13 at the moment. There are 100 feathers, of which we have obtained 8. There are, according to this, 2 models which we have yet to obtain. We've obtained 1 of the 6 seals. Obviously we haven't placed the second one yet, so that will go up again. We've obtained 2 out of 30 paintings and 2 portraits out of an unknown number. All codex pages on the wall will give us a bonus. All feathers collected will give us a bonus. All models, seals, paintings and portraits of targets. Once all of this is being collected and the seals returned to the vault, we'll obtain additional bonuses. As you can see, we also obtain bonuses for the weapons. We currently have 8 weapons out of 22. There are several sets of armour. Obviously the leather armour that we're currently wearing. the Helmschmidt armor, which we have unlocked two parts of. We then have a metal armor, a Miscellanious armor, and armor of Altair, which can be obtained, by obtaining all these seals from all the old tombs in and around the actual game itself. As you can see below, all weapons collected gives a bonus, the same as the leather armor set, the Helmschmidt armor set, metal armor, and the Miscellanious armor sets. And obviously this screen will show you the villa currently generates an income of 5,954 florins, deposited into the chest every 20 minutes. Maximum capacity is 23,817 florins. And obviously, if you do have florins in there, pressing the X button when you're on this screen will obtain the funds. As you can hear, it doesn't work at the moment because I've already obtained them. So, thank you, Claudia.
A presto, Ezio.
A presto. What we're now going to do is just have a quick word with this here guy.
Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
And this shows a scale model of Monteriggioni. As you can see, it also shows you exactly how much it's going to cost to go up on different buildings. And obviously, as I said, the brothel, mines, church, military barracks, thieves guild, and well, they can only be done once. The tailor, which is already done 3 times because it is the cheapest. The doctor, I need 5,000 florins to go up to 3. The blacksmith, I need 7 and 12,000, so that's total of 19,000 to go to level 3. The bank needs 9,000 to go to level 3, and 8,000 for the art merchant. Now, considering the blacksmith is the one that we are going to be using the most because of obviously all the armor upgrades and the weapon upgrades, what I am going to do is just spend 7,000 to do the blacksmith to level 2, which will give us 10% off of all purchases. And then I am going to use 12,000 of the 21,000 left to go up to level 3. This will give us 15% off of all the purchases that we're going to be making at the blacksmith. Obviously the doctor we could do as well, because we do have 9,000 left. Now, looking at the icons to the left hand side of the list, the art merchant has one to go, the bank and the doctor have one section to go. What we're going to do is we're going to actually leave this video right here, and we will head out again next time to complete San Gimano's boxes, and we will catch you guys again next time. Stay tuned.